Hello students. Today we are going to learn about third program of Android mm, laboratory. What is the problem statement of third programmers? We have to create sign up and login activity. Okay. For the sign up activity, we have two parameters. One is username and password. We have to enter that. Once we click a sign up, it has to move for login activity. Here also we have to enter the credentials, and once we have to click on login. Once we clicked on it, automatically it has to show login successfully. Otherwise it has to show login failed. Okay, this login failed, we have only limited for 3 times. If you are going to give a wrong password or a wrong email for 3 times, your sign in or login button should be deactivated. It should get deactivated. This is all about your problem statement of your third program. And make sure that whenever you're giving a password, it should contain a lower or uppercase letters, and it should contain special characters, and it should contain numbers, and the minimum length of your password should be 8. Okay, this is all about your problem statement. Now let's jump into the developing of this program. Okay, go to the file, new project, empty activity, give your project name like sign up underscore login, and rest everything is same. So I'll click on finish. Once you clicked on it, your Gradle will be, your project will be developing. It's loading. You can check it out here. Your loading will be done. For developing of this project, we required 2 XML files and 2 .java files. 2 XML files, one is for your sign up, one is for your login. Okay, another 2 files are, one is for login, another one is for your main file. So now we will go for activity XML. Here we are going to develop a sign up page. Now we will develop a sign up page. So what I'll do, this I'll arrange it here. Okay, I'll increase the size of this. Okay, now I'll arrange it to the center. I'll go for gravity and I'll arrange it to the center. Here we have a gravity. Go to center and apply. Now automatically it will be center. Now here we require 2 text views. Now why? Because we have to show the message called enter username. So I will take a text view from the palette and I'll drag it to this particular position. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll arrange it in whatever length I required it. I'll arrange it. Okay, now we have to adjust the positions of that. Okay, now I have to adjust to this position. Okay, now I have adjusted one text view box. Now again I have to adjust another one text view. One is for username, another one is for password. Just drag it and drop it here. Now you have to adjust it. So I'm adjusting here. Now we have to set the position for this text box also. So place your cursor here and you put it there. So now it will be adjusting. So now we have I'll adjust here, I'll adjust for the left, right, and I'll adjust to the down. Okay, now I have adjusted to the down. So now I'll adjust. Now I have done for 2 text views, one for your username, another one is for your password. Okay, now what I have to do, I have to make use of 2 text boxes. Why? Because to enter your username and password, we have to give the text boxes. So go for text and you click for plain text. You take it and drag it to this particular position. Okay. Now you adjust to your length. You adjust to this length. Okay. Okay, first what I'll do, I'll delete this. Okay, I'll arrange it only. First I'll arrange the name box. Okay, first I'll arrange it to the particular position. Okay, this also have arranged it to the name. Okay, now I'll move it to this particular position, so everyone will be same, so it won't move here and there. Now it is done for taking the input username. Now we have to take a input for password. So take a plain text and same you have to drag and drop here. Okay, just you put it and you just drag it. So I'll delete this first and I'll drag it to this particular position. Okay, I'll drag it to this. Okay, now I have done with this particular input box. Okay, I'll still decrease. Okay, I have done. So now we will arrange it to this particular position. So we have arranged it. Now two text boxes are ready, two text views are ready. Now we have to give a button for this. So I'll arrange this also. I have not arranged this. Okay, I'll arrange here, and this I'll arrange it to this here, and this it is arranged. Now I have to take a button. So I'll take a button and I'll take this and I'll drop here. Okay, now I'll increase this button size. Okay, now it is done. So now we have to write a text in this particular text views. So first here it is, we have to write a sign up page. Here in this particular text box we have to apply, or we have to write a content like sign up page. So what should we do? Where we have to write the values, in the sense we have to go for res folder. In that we have a values, in that strings.xml, you click on it, you just enter it. You can take string name is equal to sign up page. So close it. Here you can write it sign up page. You can write. Now it's done. Now the another one thing which is required for name, to enter your username. So I'll take it. Yes, username I'll write. S stands for your sign up username. So yes, username, I'll close it. So I'll write it username to display your content. That's it. Where this will be displayed on your text view. Okay, next I'll write it string. I'll write it yes password. And now I'll going to close this your pass. Now I'll write it password. So now it is done. Now what I'll write it to do? I have to display some content on the button. So what I'll do? String name is equal to yes button. S button, I'll write it, I'll close it. Now I'll click on sign up. Now it is done. Okay, now you can save your file, go back to the activity.main.xml and go back to the code here and you can change it. Now here it is hello world. You can do it at sign up. So here we can have sign up page. Okay, we got it, a sign up page. Now we have to write here a name, username. So again I'll click at, yes I'll click, you can check it out here, sign up page, we have s username. Now we got it string username. Same way here also we have a text weave. So what I'll do, I'll take at string. Now we have to click on the password. So yes, password I have given. Now we have to give here name. We don't want any name, just I'll give it as a blank here. Here also I'll give it as a blank. Now here I have a button, so I'll write it as a sign up. So at string, you can check it out here. Sign up it will be. Yes button. Yes button is there. No, that you can click on it. Now it is done. Go back to the code design part. You can check it out. Your values will be applied here. So I'll increase this username. Go back to the gravity part. You click on center, apply it. Same thing for your password. Go for your gravity, center, apply. Sign up as it is at a center, you need not to be. But we have to make it this text color dark. So what I'll go for text color attribute at the downside in the attribute panel. Here there will be text color. Text color, I'll give black. Okay, I'll give it as a black color. So now it will be visible in the black color. Same thing for your username. I'll give it as a black. It will get it a black color. So now you can check it out. It will be visible in the black color. Text color black. I'll make use of black color. Now it is done. I have done with your username and password of your sign up page. Another one thing which is remained is, give me 1 second. Now I'll adjust this. Okay, now what happened is, now I have to identify this text box. If I want to identify this text box, I have to give an ID for that particular text box. So directly you can go to this attributes panel. At the first one, you are going to have an attribute called ID. So there you can change it out, where I can give it as a sign up yes, or else I can make use of text underscore user name. I can make use of it. Here also I can make use of refactor it. Here I can make use of text underscore password I'll give. Now I'll click on enter and it will be refactoring. It's done. Okay, button have not adjusted, so I'll be adjusting this button. I'll be adjusting to the center. So now it will be placing here. Now it's done. I'll be adjusting this also. Now it is done for your button. Now everything is done at the sign up page. Now we are going to create another one XML file for your login activity. You have to display the same thing there. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'll save this file. Again, I'll go for layout, activity underscore XML you have. Click on the layout, right click, new XML file, layout XML file. You click on layout XML file. Now you're going to get. So here what you have to do, you have to change your activity, XML file name. So here I'm going to give activity underscore login. I'll change. Okay, then you click on finish. Okay, now you're going to have login.xml. So you can check it out at the component tree part. You're going to have a linear layout. This has to be your constraint layout. So what you have to do, right click, convert weave to constraint layout. Apply. So it has not been changed. Wait 1 second. Convert linear layout to constraint layout. It is there by default, so it will be changing. So now it is clear constraints, convert weave to constraint layout. Okay, apply. wait, layouts, constraint layout. Okay, right here, clear constraint layout selections. We have to do this like this. Convert weave. Okay, just we'll try it out with this. Okay, now what I'll need, the same part what I have done for your activity XML, the same thing you required. So what I'm going to do, I'll go for your code part, I'll extract the same thing. I'll extract the same thing. So Control A, Control C, go for your activity login.xml, go for your code here, just you change it to Control A, Control V. That's it. It is done. Okay, now you can go for design, everything will be applied here. Now what we have to do here, in the sense, we have to okay, I'll go for code, Control V, I'll change it. Okay, go for the design part. Now everything is visible here, so just I'll change it to your things. Okay, now everything is done. So what we have to do, we have to just change our IDs or names for your the sign up page and your button name. So what I'm going to do, I go for your strings.xml. What I'm going to do, same I'll be copying paste for the same thing. Control C, Control V. Just you have to change the sign up page to login page. This has to be changed to login page. So here you have to change it to login page. That's it. Here you have to change it to S username to L username, S password to the L password, and S button to your L button, and here you have to give your login. That's it. Okay, now you can save here, go back to your activity login.xml, go for your code part. Here come out with the front. Here we have sign up page. You remove this. What you have to do, at string, you're going to get you're going to get login page. So you click that, login page will be displayed there. Okay, now text weave. Here the text weave is S username. So I'll remove that S username to L username. So I'll click on it. That's it. The same for your password. S password to the L password I'll give. That's it. Okay, next for your edited text, nothing. It is in username and password. Rather than S button, I'll give it as an L button. That's it. It is clear. This is for your login page. You can go for design. You can check it out. Everything will be the same. Now what we have to do, we have to write the backend part, like taking an input from the user, and we have to work out that. First, what we are going to do, we are going to work with your main activity page. So what I'm going to open main activity. So now I'm going to write a code here. Okay, first what I'll do, I'm going to open my activity code. Just I'll copy paste the code which I have written earlier. I'll paste it now here. I'll paste it now here. Now here you can check it out. Your text username it is getting. I'll change it to there what I have written for sign up page. We have to extract that r.id dot. We have given text username, so we have to extract that. For sign up text password, we have to give dot text underscore password we have. So we have to give that. So for button sign up, we have some different ID. Okay, we have not created an ID for main this button. So what I'll give here, I'll give sign up underscore btn I'll specify it. Okay, so now again I'll go for activity. Here I'll close it, and here you can check it out. Sign up button you're going to get. Just you can click this. Okay. Now what I'll explain one by the one line code. First, I have declared a local variables with a data type called edit text. One is for text username, another one for text password, another one is for text password. Okay. Next, another one that I have created for your button sign up. Next, we have taken regular expression. Why we have taken this regular expression? In the sense, we should contain either a characters or letters or numbers or special characters, and maximum length is 8. So if you want to verify all these things, we are going to be done with your regular expression. So I have taken this part. Okay, next on create we have obviously this method. Once we have taken this method, in this we are specifying the set content view, in the sense which content we have to display on the app at the starting page. So I have specified activity underscore main XML file, activity underscore dot main XML file. We have no the same I have specified here. Next, what I have taken, we have taken the IDs of your text boxes, like find v var dot by id. It is in text id of your text box, so it has been saving in your text passwords button sign up. Okay, in the button sign up, what I have done, I have created set on click listener. On click listener, in the earlier programs directly what I used to do is I used to specify here this. Once I have specified this, what it is going to be happen, it is going to go for on click view method. But here what I have done, here I have created an instance of that, and in the below only I have written a method on click method. Whenever we are going to write set on click listener, must and should in that particular program we have to write on click method. Okay, for this parameter is vv. Okay, next, once anyone has been clicked that particular button, what is going to be happen, it is going to take values from your text box. It is going to take values from your text box. Okay, and password, username, it is going to store it in the username, password is going to take it from the password. Okay, here you can check it out, the values once you have entered, it is going to be taken from here. It is there. Text username, it is an id dot get text dot to string. It is going to be converted into the string, and it is going storing into the variable called username and password. Now here, if validate password and password, I'm sending validate is a password. This validate password is the method which I have defined in the below, and the password we are going to pass as a parameter. So once it is validate password, what it is going to come, it is going to come into this method and is going to check where pattern dot compile regular expression. Already you can declare here that I have declared a regular expression variable. So what it is going to be compiled, there is a predefined method, predefined class called pattern. Using that we are going to compile your password. If it is matching with that particular regular expression, so we are returning that true. We are returning it. If it is true, it will enter into this particular if block. If not, it will come to your else part. So suppose example, we will think that now it is has a true. So what we are going to have, we have a class called bundle, where this bundle is going to be used to store your data in the form of key value pair. Okay, we have a bundle. For this bundle, we are going to store our data in the form of key value pair. So what I have done here, bundle dot put string, in the sense we are going to store your data. So for that we have a method called put string in the bundle class. So user is a key and username will be your value. Whatever the username you are going to write it here, that will be your value. Okay, the same thing, bundle dot put string, again we have a method to add it. So this will be your key lab at 2018 and password will be your value. Okay, this is storing of your data for bundle. Next, I have used intent it is equal to new intent. This is also a class intent. Why I am going to use this intent, in the sense, once you have stored your data in the sign up page, we have to take that data and we have to move to the login page. Okay, here you can check it out. Intent IT is equal to new intent. So it is asking main activity dot this. In the sense, from this, whatever the data you have stored in this bundle, that you have to take it and you have to put it into your login activity page. Okay, using that again it.put extra, you can check it out here. I have created data, it is in value, sorry, it is in key. Bundle is your instance of your bundle class. In this bundle instance only you have username and password, and then start activity I. In the sense, these three lines, it will be related to your login page. It will take a content from your main activity.java to login activity. Okay, next, suppose example, if your valid password is not correct, it is not contained any one rule, like any character is 8 or any special character you don't have, at that time else part is going to come into the existence. Here toast is going to have a one class. This toast is used to display the message seen in a small pop-up at the downside. Okay, at the downside, where toast is a class where we are going to have a to pop up the message at the downside of your text box. Okay, make text is a method. For that we are going to pass a method. One is then get application context of this particular thing, and we have to pass a message which you have to display in that pop-up, and till what duration you have to display that particular message. So it is the length of this particular long, so we are going to display it, and we have to show is a method where it is going to display the content on the uh, showing the pop-up in that particular application. That's it. This is all about your main activity. Now you can check it out. We have another one we have to create another one class for your activity login.xml. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to go for Java folder. In that you have com.example.signup login. Right click that, nif, right click, nif Java class. Oh, now you have to give a class name. So I will give it as a login activity. So just you click on this, you are going to create it. So already I have written a code here. So I'll take this code and I'll explain for you. Control X. I'll paste it in this particular class. So Control V. Now what I'm going to happen here, the same thing. We have to extract the IDs of your text boxes for login page. So I have text username, I have text password dot text password. So button, I have not specified a login. So login, I'll go for login. I'll specify the, okay, here I'll specify it, sign up button it is there. So I'll specify login underscore button. That's it. Okay, I'll refactor it. So I'll go back to this login activity. Here I'll specify it as a login button dot login button you are going to get. So I have done with this. So I don't have any errors. Now I'll come back to the explanation. So same as usually, I have two usernames. So I have taken two edit boxes. I've declared a local variable string user and pass to whatever the intent has bundled the data, your username and password. It has been got it to your login activity. So here we have to extract that intent and we have to store the variables. So for that I have used string and user. Coming to your on create, as usually here I am going to display the activity login.xml file. So I have specified set content vvar.layout activity underscore login string username. So I am identifying the edit boxes and I'm storing the IDs of your login username and your login password. Same thing button, I am going to identify it. Once I have identified, if I click on that particular button, it has to move for your on click if I click on that particular button. Okay, next, if I'm not, so what I'm going to do, bundle I have created. Whatever the bundle which I have created in the main activity.java, the same thing here I have got it. So here I'm extracting the data which have brought by your intent. So you can check it out. get intent id dot get bundle extra data. Like whatever the data which have specified here, you can check it out. That is going to be extracted in your login activity. Okay, once you have dotted user dot bundle dot get string user, in the sense you can check it out in the main activity. My for username I have specified key value as a user. For password the key is your lab 2000 at 2018. The same thing here, you can check it out here, I have specified. Once I have extracted like this, the value of this particular keys has been stored in the user and pass. Okay, now button.login set on click listener. Once I click this, automatically it is moved to your on click button. Now it is going to extract the data string user1 and pass. Okay, so now what is going to be happen, whatever the value which I have entered in the sign up page, it is checking whether both are equal or not. If it is equal, it is saying that login is successful. As I've explained in the toast, the same way here also we have it. If not, you are going to check whether your count is equal to 3, whether if you have entered a username is wrong or a password is wrong. So it will check for 3 times. If it is at the 3 times, login attempts failed, it says. If it is not login failed, it is going to be displayed. Like example, if you failed at first time, it will say that login failed 1. If you failed for login 2, it 2 times it will says that login failed 2. 3 times it will says that login failed 3. At fourth time, what it is going to be happen, it is display this message login failed attempts. That's it. Okay, and your login button will be deactivated. It won't be active. Okay, this is all about your login active page. Okay, now I'll go back. Now I'll run this code and I'll show for you. Go for your main activity. First, if you have any errors while running, just you go for AVD manager. Like so much of time it may be take for take resources from the online. So at that time you click on right click on this particular thing, wipe data. Just you click on yes. Now close this and you've run your code. So you can check it out, starting AVD manager at here down is running. Gradle building started. It is waiting to display it. Phone is starting. Now you can check it out, the app is installed in the phone. So now we got it a sign up activity page. Suppose example here I have specified Ram Raju. Okay, if I specify Ram Raju, in the password side what I am going to give, I have just specify Ram. So you can check it out here, it should be capital, small letter, numbers and your special characters along with the 8, what the password length should be 8. If I click on the sign in, it will shows here downside, you can check it out, some message will be showed in the here. So sign up, you can check it out, invalid password. This has been shown using of your toast. Okay, suppose example if I specified some Ram Raju 1 at 3, if I specify like this, okay, like when I click on sign up, it has to move for your login page. Okay, why it is not coming, in the sense we have to go for manifest. In the Android manifest.xml, we have to link with up your sign up dot login activity. So you have to click this activity and name is equal to dot login activity, and you can close your this and this. Okay, now you save your code, go for your main activity and you run this. Why we have to add this login activity in the manifest stream in this and Android manifest? We have to link the pages. So I'll write it some Santosh. So here I'll write it Santosh 1 at 3. Okay. Now I'll come back and I'll click on sign up page. Now you can check it out. We have moved to your login page. Okay, here it moved to the site. Just I need to arrange it. Username is same, Santosh. If I specify password is 123, you can check it out here. The display login failed we are going to get. Login failed 1. Another time I'll press login failed 2, you're going to get. Suppose example, if I specify Santosh 1 at 3, you can check it out. Login successful message will be displayed. Login successful. Suppose example, if I give a wrong input now, already 2 times has been done. Now it is going to be 3 times attempted. Your login button is not activated. Okay. Now this is all about your program 3. Thank you.